The United Nations Agency for Palestinian Refugees, or UNRWA in short, said on Tuesday that food distribution in Gaza's southern city of Rafah were temporarily suspended due to lack of supplies and insecurity, reported news agency Reuters. UNRWA said in a statement on X that only 7 out of its 24 health centers were operational and that it had not received any medical supplies in the past 10 days due to closures and disruptions at the Rafah and Kerem Shalom crossings into Gaza. Meanwhile, the United Nations is planning new routes to distribute aid from a US-built pier in Gaza after crowds of needy residents intercepted trucks, causing a halt to deliveries that continued for a third day on Tuesday. The temporary floating pier is meant to help ease the humanitarian crisis in Gaza, though aid workers say that only deliveries through land borders can ensure relief on the scale that is needed. Operations at the pier began on Friday, and the UN said 10 truckloads of food aid transported from the pier by UN contractors were received at a World Food Programme warehouse in Deir el-Bala in Gaza. But on Saturday, only 5 truckloads made it to the warehouse after 11 others were intercepted. Distribution was then paused as logistics teams planned new routes and coordination of deliveries in an effort to prevent more aid being intercepted. Abu Nasser Abu Kausa, a resident, came to the coastal road close to where the pier is located with his 4-year-old son and a donkey-drawn cart in the hope of receiving aid. "We are waiting for the American aid, but we did not get anything," he said, adding that he had lost his home in the war and had been displaced multiple times. "We will come back tomorrow, God willing, in the hope that we will get some aid that will help us survive." The war between Israel and Hamas that broke out last October has caused a deep humanitarian crisis in Gaza, with many of the coastal enclave's 2.3 million residents facing chronic shortages of food and medicines. Deliveries of international aid have fallen sharply since Israel stepped up military operations in and around the southern city of Rafah on May 7th, closing the Rafah border crossing to Egypt's Sinai Peninsula. Aid offloaded at the floating pier comes by ship from Cyprus, where it is first inspected by Israel. The pier operation is estimated to cost $320 million and involve 1,000 US service personnel. US Central Command said late on Monday that more than 569 metric tons of relief donated by the US, Britain, the United Arab Emirates and the European Union had so far been delivered to the pier. News Desk, Kaumudy Global.